Alright, what's up guys? It's Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And today we're doing my weekly Q&A series, and I still got a bunch of questions from last week's Twitter, I guess asking of my Twitter followers to give me some questions. I got a ton, so I still got plenty left over, but that doesn't mean you guys can't leave your comments down below. I'll read them for the next Q&A video and get some of the better ones. So let's get started. You guys know the deal. Before I answer the questions, I just answer maybe a general question or a couple of general questions that I get. So the number one general question that I get now, because you guys know I've been, pumping these out like if it's, I don't know, candy or something, but how am I getting so many of the legendary gear in Injustice 2? Now, that is not a very easy question to answer. Because actually it kind of is a very easy question to answer. I just spend all day babysitting my my AI. That's it. I don't have a rapid controller, like rapid mod controller, where you could set a specific button to continuously be pressing the button with the rapid mod. I don't have that, and even if I did, you wouldn't be able to do it so much because you have to keep going through multiverses, unless you're in Endless Tower, which then you can. But if you're going through multiverses, especially like the partner multiverse that a lot of these require, you have to keep on repeating and going to the character select screen and picking your character, picking your class, stuff like that. So it doesn't even work. But one of the reasons why I'm able to do it is just because I have time. That's pretty much the answer. Like, there's nothing special that I do. There's no glitches or anything like that I do. I just have a lot of time on my hands during the week. Now, Friday and Saturday is a different question. That's when I have fun. Friday and Saturday is when I go out with friends, usually during the night, and then after, when I get home, either in the morning or later that day in the afternoon, depending on what happens that night, I get back to having my AI continuously play the multiverses. That's just the simple answer. I guess, you could say I have no life if you want, but I guess I'm just fortunate enough to actually have some time. Like, that's the only thing. That's it. Just takes time. That's pretty much it. I have a lot of people who send me stuff on Twitter saying that, they were going for this legendary gear, but, life gets in the way, and that's exactly what happens. But, like I said, thanks to you guys, I've been fortunate enough to, be able to have time. That's why I'm working so hard trying to get this legendary gear, so I could provide some videos for you guys, because, I do have the time, thanks to you guys watching. So that's why I'm like all day here trying to get this legendary gear for days on end. And then, once the weekend comes, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's when I have fun. So it works out for the best, and that's about it. I make sure that I do the manual challenges first, meaning like 150 stage transitions. Boom, I get that done as fast as I can. Those you could get done quickly. Ending the match in a super move, or ending the match in so-and-so special ability, special move, combo string. Boom, I try to get those done as fast as I can, so I don't have to be on the sticks as far as like playing. Once you get those done, it's pretty much your AI's turn to do work, and that's it. As long as your AI has a very strong gear, I would probably recommend a really strong defense, because your AI is going to do damage no matter what. Like, they're just going to play it smart, do all the right things, but it's when they take damage that's the thing. That's why you want to have really strong defense as your stats. So that's about it, guys. I'm sorry I don't have any special technique or anything. I just have a lot of time. Alright, so now let's get on to the questions here. Light Other asks, any offbeat characters you would like to see in Dragon Ball FighterZ? Hercule, Dodoria, Android 19, for example. Offbeat characters, yes. I actually want to see, well, Captain Ginyu. He's not really an offbeat character, but he's a character that I kind of didn't expect to make it, but he is making it now. Oh, okay. One character that I really want to see is Deborah, the Demon King. I really want to see Deborah make it as a playable character in Dragon Ball FighterZ, and him having the ability to shoot out his spit and turn the enemy into stone causing you to get a free combo, that would be awesome. Like, I don't want the him spitting on the opponent, turning him into stone to be one of his super moves, or, you know, hyper moves. I want it to be an actual move that you could combo into on the ground or in the air, and your opponent just turns into stone and you could extend the combo even further. That's what I want for his spit. Of course, he has his blade that he uses as well. He has a lot of different attacks. Deborah would be my guy as far as like an offbeat character to make it in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now for Super, I guess there's no real offbeat characters because a lot of them, you know, they're barely being introduced. But I really want Kale to be in it. You guys know how I feel about Broly. I think Broly is going to be in the game, whether he's main roster or DLC. Like, he's going to be in the game no matter what, so I don't really have to worry about that, but it just depends on whether I'm going to have to wait to play him as a downloadable character or he's going to be on the main roster. We're going to have to wait and see, but Broly is my number one just because he's my favorite, but I also want Kale. It would be awesome to have Broly and Kale on the same team. I know a lot of people are going to want Caulifla, but I want Kale. Like, she's awesome. I think a lot of people find her annoying, which is understandable. I understand. But I just personally like her. So, offbeat character, Deborah for sure. Alright, GTG asks, or JTG asks, did you ever find fighting games to be irritating or very hard at the beginning of your channel? Ooh, that's a good question. So, I'm assuming he means uploading and also trying to learn the game. So, I'll answer both. When I first started uploading Mortal Kombat videos, I think a week and a half after the game came out is when I started uploading matches, because I uploaded Fatality compilation videos, stuff like that, and those did really well. But as far as my online rank matches, I didn't start until like 2 weeks in, when I got a lot of practice in, and I was still pretty bad at the game. Like, I was doing random stuff with Ermac. I was doing forward 4 into, you know, Soul Ball, you know, very, very unsafe stuff. I didn't really know how to play the game still, and I was learning. So if you guys like go back to watch some of those older videos, I don't even have the entire match for the audience to see. I cut out bits and pieces of the match. Like, it was like a cut commentary. If you guys come from the Call of Duty community, it was like a cut commentary with match footage of Mortal Kombat X, and it was so bad. Like, looking at those videos like right now, I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check out like my very first online rank video. It's called like Ermac is the best, something like that, and I cut bits and pieces of, you know, whenever there's actually action going on. That's when I place those and try to cut up as much dead time as possible. But in fighting games, you know, dead time means footsies, it means spacing. There's still mind games being played when there's nothing going on, you know what I mean? Like, and once I started watching more competitive fighting game players in tournaments, that's when I really started learning the game, because the commentators are experienced. They provide you with information about the game. That's when I started learning about frame data. That's when I started to, you know, figure out that a lot of people use the general term for buttons as 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of square, triangle, X, and circle, because it's just a general name for both consoles, because someone might not be playing on PS4. So they're going to be confused when you're like, oh, press X. You know, PS4 and Xbox One both have X buttons, but they're two different buttons. So that's why people use 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the face buttons. And as far as like Mortal Kombat, it didn't start picking up whatsoever until in December. December is when it really started to turn like for the better. So much so that I ended up stopping playing Call of Duty altogether, just because I didn't want to play the franchise anymore. I got tired of it. That's when Black Ops 3 came out. To me, the most disappointing Call of Duty of all time. Just for me personally, it's a good game, but I had such high hopes for it because I love Black Ops 2 so much that to me that game will always be the most disappointing of all time. So in December is when Fighter Pack 2 was coming out, or Combat Pack 2, and I was covering that and covering news. That's when I really started getting into news, and news videos like honestly do the best on any channel. You could take a look at all your favorite Injustice and, you know, just NetherRealm channels, even just in general fighting game channels. News videos always do the best no matter what. Like, my channel does amazing when, you know, I'm covering Fighter Pack 3, stuff like that, you know, or DLC content, or when a game's first coming out, you know, that's like, news videos do the best, just being honest. So once I started covering Fighter Pack 2 and stuff, doing news videos, that's when it really started picking up in December. But from April till like November, most of my Mortal Kombat videos were getting about 3,000 views per video, you know, somewhere around there, which is not a lot compared to like even my Call of Duty videos were getting like 4,000 views per video, stuff like that. So my channel like was pretty down for, you know, a really long time until I started really focusing only on Mortal Kombat X, and that's when it picked up. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little history lesson. I did spend way too much time. All right, let's try to run through some of these. Pabs, do you think YouTube will be unreasonable with MK11 videos? Pabs, the only thing that we could do is hope that in 2 years, or I should say in 9 months, when Mortal Kombat 11 gets announced and I start covering that a lot more, let's hope that YouTube makes an adjustment to their bot that detects demonetization for videos. YouTube literally is always changing, and it's different every year. I've been here for like 6 years, something like that. Actually, wait, what the hell am I? 6 years? 7 years. And YouTube literally changes every year as far as their algorithm, as far as their YouTube search, as far as, you know, different things. So hopefully by next year, YouTube changes for the better. Charlie asks, what's your favorite ability in Injustice 2 besides the Staff of Grayson? It is Catcall, because I think it's very cute, and it's really good for Catwoman. So I like Catcall. This is probably my second favorite ability. Charlie, oh, I just reread it. Insane Golden Game asks, so you think they're saving Beast Boy for Fighter Pack 3? No, I think Beast Boy will not be in the game. Dexter asks, do you think taking away armor on Cat Dash was a good nerf because now it's hard to get in? Yes, I think it was a really good nerf because there's no reason why Catwoman should be the only character in the game that has a full screen armored attack that gives her full combo that is like 6 frames and it goes full screen like instantly. Like she shouldn't have that. She has her jump 2. If you're having trouble getting in, use her jump 2 a lot. It has amazing range. Also throw in a couple back 3s in here, meter burn back 3s in case someone tries to press a button. And yeah, she has a lot of ways to get in. Nicholas asks, who has your favorite trait in Injustice 2? Now that's an interesting one. Captain Cold is one of them. His frost grenade leaves, you know, a lot of combo potential. Same thing for Flash, same thing for Black Manta. All these characters that their trait gives them extended combo potential, those are my favorite ones. I can't really decide right now off the top of my head, but I'll probably go with Black Manta just because of his, you know, his hover ability actually is something that I really wanted for Starfire. And it gives him extended combo potential. I really like that. So moving on here, Combo Studier asked if I could pick one Marvel character to put in Injustice 2, who would it be? The Silver Surfer, 100%. Foster asked, are you going to start playing MKX more often when the final DLC for Injustice comes out? I'll start playing MKX a lot when Mortal Kombat 11 gets announced. Moving on, Connor asks, Super, since it's confirmed to have DLC 4, Fighter Pack 4 for Injustice 2, pretty much confirmed. Yeah, I could definitely say that. Do you think they will bring only DC Special or only Premier Skin characters? I don't think they'll do only Premier Skin, but I do think there will be one Premier Skin. But if they have a Fighter Pack 4, which is about a 90% chance, honestly, like Ed Boon has said that it's DLC is going to be coming, characters are going to be coming into 2018 and beyond. So that's definitely not the first 2 months only. Stuff is going to happen down the road. It's just depends if it's going to be an entire fighter pack or maybe just 1 or 2 DLC characters. But it would be cool to have an all DC character fighter pack because a lot of people don't like guest characters as much as I love guest characters. A lot of people don't like them. So for those guys, it would be awesome to have a DC only fighter pack. but I don't think it's gonna happen. If they have Fighter Pack 4, there's probably gonna be another guest in there. It's just how things work, baby. Justice asks, who's your favorite character in DC Comics? Superman. Favorite DC Comics. Actually, my favorite comic book character of all time is Supes. Jamie, last question comes from Jamie, and the question is, what's your favorite scene in any of the Mortal Kombat movies? Liu Kang versus Sub-Zero in the first Mortal Kombat movie, where Sub-Zero does this giant ball of ice, and it keeps expanding and expanding until Liu Kang figures out that the water is going to freeze, you know, and it's going to pierce the big ball of ice that Sub-Zero's creating, because he was actually going to freeze the entire room. So Liu Kang was pretty much screwed, and he figured that out. And the reason why I like it so much is just because Sub-Zero's like demonstrating his powers. Also, the Johnny Cage fight versus Scorpion is legendary. Another fight, of course, Liu Kang versus Reptile. We got the amazing Reptile theme, and those three are like, off the top of my head, those are like my favorite scenes. Of course, they're all fight scenes, you know. I think Mortal Kombat 1, as cheesy as it is, still looking back on it, and you know, don't even get me started on Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I love that movie just because I grew up watching it as a kid. But both of those movies have a lot of cheese in them, but MK1 has charm to it as well. Like, it has the source material, does it right, you know, it does it justice, and it has a lot of really good fighting scenes. So that is going to be the end of today's video. I actually got through all the questions that I had left over, which I'm very happy, because I spent like, I don't know, so much time answering the first 2 questions. But that's how it goes around here. You guys know I love to talk. So that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.